Charlie Bahama Show. Charlie Bahama Show. Charlie Bahama Show. Charlie Bahama Show. Charlie Bahama Show.
It's the Charlie Bahama Show. Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the Charlie Bahama Show. It is your boy, Charlie Bahama, and we are going to Cat Island today. That's why I'm so excited.
That's your KFC.
Well, thank you, Sanderton.
Sanderton? I'm Mr. Anderson from KFC.
Thank you, Sanderton. Wow, see that? KFC, man. You get that right here in the bag, because you know when you go to the Out Islands or the Family Islands, you got to take your KFC with you, okay? Okay, and you can't just take a little bit. You can't just take one or two. You got to take enough for your auntie, your uncle, your Grammy cousin, the dog, everybody, okay? So we're going to be doing some cool things in Cat Island. We're going to join the Rake N Scrape band, okay? I'm going to join it. Hopefully they'll let me join the Rake N Scrape band. We're going to go looking for some bush medicine. We're going to go to the highest point in the Bahamas, okay? That's right there in Cat Island. So much more, okay? Charlie Bahama Show, come on back. The Charlie Bahama Show is brought to you by KFC. Ignite your senses with the exciting flavors of KFC. And the Family Islands of the Bahamas, where Bahamas residents can fly free to the Family Islands with the 2 Fly Free promotion. Just go to bahamasresidents.com for more information. The Charlie Bahama Show will be right back.
They say that when it hits you, it hits you. A feeling so strong that it's impossible not to give into a juicy piece of KFC, to feel elevated by the aroma, and to free fall into its exciting flavor. Some call it love, attraction, desire. We call it KFC. Ignite your senses with KFC.
Hey, welcome back to the Charlie Bahama Show, and we reach in Cat Island, and you know my first stop is Rollers, right here in the beautiful, beautiful beach right here on Cat Island, and Yvonne, look what I bought you. You know what in that bag?
I hope it's what I think it. Listen here, you mustn't know island people really, because guess what? Island people, the first thing they ask you is when you go to Nassau, even the people at the airport, make sure you bring me back some Kentucky. So here it is, Bahamas,
and there's more in there too, because you know you can't just come with someone. Oh, look at that gentleman bringing that hot, eh?
Yeah, you gotta share.
You gotta share.
You gotta share. You got to. Thank you so much. Oh. I mean, you were very, very kind to do this. Intuitive.
Well, we are here, like I said, at Rollers. So the first thing I gotta do now, Carl, because Carl is like a wealth of information when it comes to Cat Island as well. But Carl, tell me, you born here and everything, or what?
If you give me enough time, I could show you my navel string. It's right in Dowds. But Cat Island is one of the most impressive of the islands. And Rollers is one of the best hotels in the Caribbean. We're in the first 20.
Like, look at this. This beach is like, this must be the #1 beach in the Bahamas.
It's never ending. And actually, Old Bite Beach has won numerous awards for being one of the best kept secret beach and for being one of the best beaches. This is a boutique hotel. It's all Bahamian owned. We care about our people. We want you to come. We want you to explore. We want you to have an appreciation for our island.
Amen to that. Well, you heard it. So when you come here to Rollers, you can see Carl and Yvonne right here. So you come and say hi to them, okay? So we're going to go and have adventure through Cat Island now. We're going to go on to more and more. So you all stick with us. Charlie Bahama Show. The Charlie Bahama Show is brought to you by KFC. Ignite your senses with the exciting flavors of KFC. And the Family Islands of the Bahamas, where Bahamas residents can fly free to the Family Islands with the 2 Fly Free promotion. Just go to bahamasresidents.com for more information. The Charlie Bahama Show will be right back. Hey, welcome back to the Charlie Bahama Show, and we are here in Cat Island, beautiful Cat Island, and I am here with some old friends who, you and Pauline are from France, but you are from Marseille, right?
Yes, south of France, exactly. And
Right.
Pauline, she's from Nancy, northeast.
Right. Yeah, well, Greenwood is a special place. I mean, it's really cool, rustic. But you guys, as you can see, there's a lot of boating stuff, and I'm going to show you a lot of footage here also. And I think you're going to try and teach me how to kite surf or kite board?
I won't try. You will learn. I will teach you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, kite surfing, exactly. Or kite boarding, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have a big kite, board, and then you just cruise on the water.
Ah, very good. Well, I'm pretty sure I'll pick it up like that. I'll be doing tricks.
Yeah, easy, yeah, in no time.
But now, there's a lot of other stuff people do at Greenwood, because Greenwood, as you see, you're on a beautiful, beautiful beach here, right on the beach. But diving is something you guys do a lot here too, right?
Yeah, so Pauline and I were both a scuba diving instructor, Paddy. And then we have a little swimming pool inside, so it's perfect to teach. So we can either do a DSD if somebody never dove before and just want to try, he can try with us. Or if somebody wants to get certified, we can train him from open water, the first level, all the way to dive master.
Wow. And also, Pauline was telling me not far from here is the healing hole.
The healing pond, yeah. So it's a very, very salty lake, like the Dead Sea. And the salt, and there's some sulfur, and it's very good for you joint pain or back pain, or just to get in and float like crazy. It's amazing feeling. And it's very close from here, 15 minutes walking, and you're in. And yeah, a lot of people go there meditating too. Yeah. It's a very nice place, yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to show you guys some of that after in the show, but right now you're going to try and teach me how to kite board or kite surf?
Yeah, one more time. You won't try. You're going to do it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to do kite boarding. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So we're going to go do some of that right now. So follow us over to some kite boarding. All right?
Let's go.
All right, let's go. I think I did a good job at the practice. You think I'm ready?
You did perfect. It was great.
Okay.
You want to go?
Yes, time for me to go. Okay, you hand me that and I hand you
Have
this.
fun.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Yours.
Ooh, cool. Wow, you did a great job. That was amazing.
Wow.
How long have you been kiteboarding?
Oh, about 5 minutes.
Wow.
But you know I had the best teacher.
Yeah, the best teacher of Canadian.
No, Pauline.
Oh.
Anyway, thank you so much, Antoine, for this. This is amazing. So you guys out there, come to Greenwood. Bahamians, and obviously we want our visitors from around the world to come to Cat Island. There's so many hotels here, but Greenwood is a fun place, adventure. Okay? And then you get to meet Antoine and Pauline, and these are the most adventurous people I know on Cat Island.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So thank you once again.
Thank you, Charlie. It was amazing.
All right, more Charlie Bahama right after this.
The islands of the Bahamas. Fly away.
Hey, welcome back to the Charlie Bahama Show. It's your boy Charlie Bahama, and I am here now with Miss Daisy in Port Howe, Cat Island, beautiful Cat Island and beautiful Port Howe. And you wear so many hats, but before we get into all the hats, what is this you have here?
I have some bush medicine in my hand, some bush medicine that I grew up over the years, learning what's the uses for, and so I can share with someone else.
Yeah, because bush medicine is a big thing here in Cat Island, hey?
Yes, we use a lot of natural healing in Cat Island.
So tell me some of what we got here.
Well, we have some bejarina that's grow wild on the beach, and then I also have the catnip, what I grew up off having bush medicine as a small little child. And then we also have the croton, which is also grown always in every yard. It's used for cough.
Because I have croton in my yard. I had no idea it was like bush medicine.
Well, you better use some of it when you have that itchy throat. And then I have the light leaf. Also, this is known as poppers. And so now they call it nowadays the light leaf. And then I also has a black granny bush.
Oh, okay. Well, let's take a walk. Come follow us down the path here. And now, I mean, not only with bush medicine, but you know a lot of history with Cat Island. And I understand also like some students or
Yes.
professors or somebody came
Yes.
here and you spoke to them or taught them.
For the last 10 years.
So tell me about that.
For the last 10 years, I've been hosting students from Eckwood College coming down to Cat Island, and we were exploring all the old plantations. We did about 18 plantations, learning the history and looking at the ship drawings on the wall, the graffitis and stuff like that, and measuring these buildings and trying to find different potteries and how long they've been in existence. And so that's a part of what I do, along with my students also from Cat Island, from Old Bight High School, accompany us at the same time.
Yeah, now we've come, this is your beach here, and I mean, you can't have a better life. You got your beach and then all the way to the road, the rest of the stuff there, it's amazing.
Oh, it's a beautiful, it's peace. Come on down and enjoy us and have some of this nice fresh air down in Cat Island, also down in Port Howe, where the most beautiful settlement on the island.
With the most beautiful people. More Charlie Bahama from Cat Island. The Charlie Bahama Show is brought to you by KFC. Ignite your senses with the exciting flavors of KFC. And the Family Islands of the Bahamas, where Bahamas residents can fly free to the Family Islands with the 2 Fly Free promotion. Just go to bahamasresidents.com for more information. If you want more Charlie Bahama, go to any of our social media pages or subscribe to the Charlie Bahama YouTube page. Hey, welcome back to the Charlie Bahama Show, our special here in Cat Island. And now we've ventured north, as they say, because Cat Island is a long island. You know, people don't realize that. And we ventured north because we're here for some rake and scraping, right? Some rake and scrape information. And we have Sidney here, who was the past president of the Rake N Scrape Festival. We got Sherry, who I know from a long time at Orange Creek. And we have Kay here, who's the present president. Okay, but can I get some history first? Please. So, Sidney, tell me some history about Rake N Scrape, man.
Well, Rake N Scrape is a musical genre that the name was coined in the 60s by the late Sir Charles Carter on his trip to Cat Island in 64, thereabouts, with Edmund Moxie. And he was at that time the host of the Young Bahamian show. And so that's where, when he went on the show and he took back his recording of the music that he heard in Cat Island, he made a statement that this sound like raking and scraping, because, you know, one of the main instruments of the Rake N Scrape is the saw, and that gives it its distinctive Bahamian flavor.
He's so young to know so much, man. We're proud of you. We're proud of you. Now we up here, like you say, in Artist Town, because I'm shooting from, you know, tip to stern on Cat Island. It's a long island. I guess with Cat Island because there's a cattail or something. Now. But now you up in this way too, Artist Town, because you have.
I'm in Orange Creek.
Okay, okay. So learn me on that then.
Orange Creek is just next to Artist Town. It's not far, so being in Orange Creek is just as beautiful as being in Artist Town.
No, y'all got across from your place, Orange Creek. That's a beautiful. I like that.
The creek, the creek is to die for. It is so beautiful. Yeah, that's in front of Orange Creek Inn.
Yeah, for sure. Now, okay, tell us about what's happening, because now, you know, we heard all about Rake N Scrape, so now we into it. We getting interested, right? We interested. Now we have the Rake N Scrape Festival. What's the official name? And tell people, because we get aired the show before, so people from, you know, with the 2 Fly Free and the Bahamas Out Island Promotion Board, the Family Islands, we want Bahamians. I mean, people from around the world coming, but we want Bahamians to flock on over here to Cat Island. So tell the people about this year's Rake N Scrape Festival.
Okay, Rake N Scrape Festival is held annually every year on the first Friday in June, a holiday weekend. So on the 2nd of June, it's Thursday, and this is when we have traditionally gospel night. Local artists, local churches, we open, we play gospel music, and we just get settled. On Friday, the 3rd of June, is when the festival starts. We're opening The Prime Minister will be here along with several cabinet ministers, dignitaries, and then we kick off into festival mode, and our first act up is our one of our groups who live and perform and are on Cat Island all the time, Bohog and the Rooters. We're closing with, again, our local boys, Lacido boys. And in between we have Gino D, we have Fanshawn, we have Blowdy, we have Shine, we have new artists Yogi and Lawnmower and Papa Smurf, all of whom playing Rake N Scrape music. On Saturday we have Saturday the 4th, we have we're opening the show with Ufi and the website. Saturday night show we have D-Mac, Veronica Bishop, Ebony, Jammin' Ramin. Who have I missed? And my apologies if I've missed anybody because I'm just off the cuff here.
That sounds like every musician in the Bahamas could be here. So what we could do from here, I going up to Bohog now to hear some Rake N Scrape. You know, I can Rake N Scrape too. So y'all follow me, okay? We going to Bohog right now. Hey, welcome back to the Charlie Bahama Show. And as I promised, I have the world famous Bohog in the house. Bohog, you know, you can't come to Cat Island without coming to see you and listen to you. But I mean, not only is your music legendary, but the knowledge of music and Rake N Scrape that you have in that head of yours is amazing. Now, when did you start playing the accordion and like when did Rake N Scrape just get into your soul?
Well, I started playing right on this porch in 1956 when Chester Thompson came here to get involved with politics. He's from Abaco, and he brought an accordion with him because those days you didn't have electricity, so the accordion was the thing. And my father kept the accordion here. He was his general. And every Sunday evening he would let the children hold it in the corner here on the porch. And they played for about 5 minutes. Each one take 5 minutes, and then he would carry it in. So I got involved with it then. And I started going out with to hear the older men who were all born way back in the 1800s. And they played real good music. They made their own songs. And I have some of their songs in my head. My head ain't big for nothing.
Your mom didn't give you the name Bohog, now, right?
No.
What's the real name? Or you rather just let everybody go?
Yeah, well, they know me as Pumpy Johnson.
Okay.
Let's leave it at that.
Okay, we leave it at that.
Yeah, everybody, if I give you my name, they wouldn't know me.
Okay. Before we go, we cannot let these people not hear a little piece of something before we go.
Okay. I'll just play a tone. I wouldn't sing and mess it up. I'll need a drum and saw for that.
The Charlie Bahama Show will be right back. Hey, welcome back to the Charlie Bahama Show. And since I'm venturing up north in Cat Island, I came by a good friend, Pamela Poitier, up here in Arthurstown. Now, I learned a little further to Orange Creek, but you and your prominent family, because you go back how many generations here in Arthurstown?
1, 2, 3, and then the others were in the south and coming up in the middle of the island.
Obviously, you know, everybody knows of your father, Sir Sidney Poitier, who you know, the Bahamas loves, and, you know, really, you know, the Poitier family has put Cat Island on the map. I mean, with his books and everything like that. And you have a prominent career also. I mean, you followed in your father's footsteps. You went off to New York, L.A., Tell me a little bit about that, and then why you decided to come back home.
I started in New York at first in the theater, and I did a lot of plays. I started out as a poet at first, and I was doing poetry readings with a group of other women poets. And then I did theater, and then I think really what hit me was the fact that there was so much negativism and racism and sexism in America. I think that it was time for me to just go sit and do something else. So I was helping my cousin Jackson Burnside and his brother Stan and John Beadle do an art show during the 1996 Olympics that were in Atlanta. So we did an art exhibit. My dad came, and they did, a little Junkanoo group came, and it was really wonderful, and we were representing the Bahamas. A couple of months after the Olympics in Atlanta, Jackson called me and says, "What you doing?" I said, "Oh, not much. What you doing?" He said, "We going to Cat Island for Easter." I said, "I won't go." So they chartered a plane, and we flew to Cat Island, first time. Very first time I'd ever been in Cat Island in my life, 1997. We landed in New Bight at the airport, and all of a sudden I heard a voice. Not in my heart, not in my head, in my ears. I heard a female voice with a thick Bahamian accent, and all she said was, "Thank God you finally reached." I was like, "Y'all hear that?" They say, "Hear what?" I said, "Okay, I got to sit down now." I realized that was my grandmother, my father's mother, who had been dead for 33 years. And it was as if she pushed through realms of time to make sure I heard her. Thank God you finally reached. She had been trying to get me here for the longest time.
And you've been here ever since?
I've been here ever since.
Wow. Well, like I said, when I came, not doing a show, we had to have dinner together. It's always, great to see you. And I mean, just listening to you, the artistry in your voice, and it comes straight down from your father. So
we are so rich here on Cat Island. The history, the culture, the island itself is a living laboratory. There is so much we can learn about ourselves, about the world from Cat Island. So there should be a lot more happening. And I love Cat Island. I swear this is my home for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Wow. Well, from your lips to God's ears. So Pamela, thank you so much for taking the time out, because, it's like, if I come up north, I got to come see Pamela. So
I appreciate it.
More, because we're showing a lot of what Pamela was talking about, the rich heritage and all of Cat Island. So more of that right here on The Charlie Bahama Show. The Charlie Bahama Show is brought to you by KFC. Ignite your senses with the exciting flavors of KFC. And the Family Islands of the Bahamas, where Bahamas residents can fly free to the Family Islands with the 2 Fly Free promotion. Just go to bahamasresidents.com for more information. The Charlie Bahama Show will be right back. Hey, welcome back to the Charlie Bahama Show. And before I leave Cat Island, I got to take back Miss Olive's bakery products. Because, I came here with KFC. When you leave Nassau and come to the Family Islands, you got to bring KFC. Yeah. And when you leave, you got to bring back bakery items. Because only people in the out islands, the Family Islands, they could bake better than people in Nassau. I can tell you that now.
Yes, that's the truth.
All right, yeah, you attest to that. So I'm here as Miss Olive's Bakery. Now, the one thing I like when I come to Cat Island is flour cakes. I always have to get this, right? I had a thing with the Prime Minister, because he's from Cat Island, right? Yes. And I also tasted the ones in Auckland, right? Okay. But I have to say, Cat Island, right
in
here.
Cat Island.
Yeah. That's the one good thing, man. You come here to the Family Islands and you really get, this is like what you in the States, you call organic, right?
Right.
I mean, you pay premium in the States. So here, you getting it like right from the person who made it.
Yes, right from the person who made it, okay?
And then my all-time favorite.
Yes, the flour cakes. That's our biggest seller. We have to send every week on the boat to somebody who sells in Nassau. And so, the flour cake. Nowhere in the Bahamas can you find flour cake as tasty as the flour cakes that come from Cat Island.
All right. Now, they have them in some of the other islands, but I like I said to the PM, Cat Island, the flour cakes, that's what I like the best. Well, Miss Olive, listen, so I heading back now, finish on Cat Island. I had a fantastic time here on Cat Island. So I got to wrap all this stuff up, and take this back with me. When you come to KFC, you leave with Miss Olive's bakery goods and the hot sauce and this thing here. I love this. I can put this in my bag. and then the coconut oil in my bag. And let me just put everything in my bag, right?
Put everything, yes. You can take everything.
Amen to that. So, Ms. Olive, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for, letting me come here, and I can start right now with
Yes, you can.
Okay?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so you just tell it, because I can put in my mouth, I can eat. So you just say, tell them come to Cat Island and come see you.
Come to Cat Island and come to Olive's Bakery, New by Cat Island, the place of the Rake N Scrape. Come. God's good land. Come on over. We are here. Ready to receive you. We welcome you. Come on over. Come on over.
Well, thanks so much for joining us on this adventure, this trek, this travel through beautiful Cat Island, and we made it to the summit. Okay, we came up to Mount Alvernia on Como Hill, and you gotta see this place. This is magical. I'm gonna show you drone from up here, and just so you can see all of Cat Island, all the way to the north, to the south, or east, west, all of it you can see from up here. So let me tell you, you guys, Bahamians and Bahamas residents, you have an opportunity of a lifetime to come here with the 2 fly free. So go to bahamasresidents.com, and there's no excuse not to come, okay? You have flights or boat free. So just go there for details. But when you come here, it's magical. If you haven't been to the Family Islands, then you don't know what you're missing. You need to come. When you come here, it's spiritual. It's totally different. And when you come here, you're gonna hear voices that you haven't heard within yourself. The spirituality, you're gonna see things you didn't know the Bahamas had. So I implore you to visit all the Family Islands, okay? And for all you visitors from abroad and all over the world watching the Charlie Bahama Show, because we have people in Belgium, Japan, all over the world watching us on either the RTV Facebook page or the Charlie Bahama YouTube page, and come to the Bahamas. And if you come to Nassau or Freeport, the Big Island, you have to get on a plane and come to one of these Family Islands. There's so many, and they all have a different flavor, okay? So each one has a different flavor. If you're a boater, you can go to certain ones. If you want nature like this, you can go to certain ones. I mean, fishing, there's so many different islands with so many different, pluses, okay? There's no minuses, all pluses, okay? So you all got to do that. And so I got to thank KFC, and KFC, Roles them, they happy. They so happy I gave them the KFC. Okay, and also the Bahamas Out Island Promotion Board, that their whole thing is about promoting the Family Islands and the Out Islands, and also the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism, which their whole thing is to promote the entire Bahamas. Okay, so they all do a great job, and they help send us on our way around so we could show you the beauty. Okay, now when we're not on, just go to @CharlieBahama, the Instagram page, and the YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube. And also Facebook, because there's a lot of stuff, especially in this episode, that you aren't going to see because we did so much. So we can't squeeze it all into this episode. So just go to @CharlieBahama YouTube page for a little more of the show from here. And, Instagram, that way you can keep up to where we're going next. You get behind the scenes and before it airs. Okay? So until next week, Charlie Bahama Show.
Charlie Bahama Show. Charlie Bahama Show. Charlie Bahama Show. Charlie Bahama Show. Charlie Bahama